Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good and okay. And hope the day is going nicely for you. I'm doing okay. Had a bit of a rough night last night, but that's alright. Not doing too bad. It's just how it be sometimes. I look incredibly pale in this camera now, especially compared to this black background. That's great. Bridgehead. Let's go. Alright. Now, where are we? We're just exploring right now, okay. I don't think I need to rest, but I'm just kind of going to. Got all my friends. And if I switch to this one and I rest, do my other friends come up? I guess? Let's see what we got going on here. Hello. Oh. Ho. I got stuck in the animation. That's okay. I got very greedy with it. Okay. Oh. Ooh, I thought I got hit there. Oh. This is a tanky lad. The Elder Warrior. Oh, okay. Oh, yep. Oh, wrong button. Oh. Ah. I forgot you do multiple. Oh. I don't know how I missed that. Ow. Backswing. Oh, come on. Ooh. Oh. Didn't even realize I was out. Ah, yep. That was a bad one. Oh. Yep. Ah. Heal. Ooh. Oh, I'm out of heals. Uh-oh. So close. So close. That's okay. Let's do this thing. I was so close to a one-shot. Dang it. Yeah, this one is super tanky. Ow. Ow. Oh, hey. How you doing today, Mystery? How's the crash-a-thon going? Yep, my dive was so poorly timed there. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, come on, please heal. Not bad. Crash 2 has been fun. Nice. I don't remember Crash 2 as much. I imagine it's partially because Crash 3 was the first one that I played, oddly enough. Yep. And then I went back and went through the other ones. Oh, you send one back, okay. Yeah, that one was so bad. No. Oddly enough, a lot of games like that, like Crash, Jak and Daxter, a lot of them, the third one was the one that I started with, for some reason. I think I started with the second Spyro, but I very, very rarely actually played the first one first. For whatever reason. It's one of those things of like, that was the one that my parents happened to pick up at the store or something. And they didn't have any frame of reference, I guess, for the fact that they're there's different, what's it called? It's a series. Oh, just too late. Oh, I was doing so well for that. That's awful. All right, that's okay. Oh. I'm getting too greedy. That's the problem. I get locked into the animations. Just need to be a bit more patient. Excuse me. Oh, yep, that was a bad dive. That was bad dive. There we go. Nice. Ah. Oh, hey. Yeah. Oh. Oof. Whew, GG, there we go. Blighted scum, how could they? How dare they? Whew. I hear the muffled voices of the villagers outside my shack. They fear what I have become upon my return from the fortress battle. I chose to become an immortal knight to protect them all. There are days I wish I could be purified, but a priestess of the fount must not be made to carry that burden any longer. After some time, I hear voices again. But this time, they belong to the White Priestess and a child. The priestess, once but a child herself, now cuts a radiant figure. I no longer know the pleasures of joy, but despite this, my cheeks widen in a grin. When madness takes me, will this little one be made to carry the burden? I don't know how long my consciousness will hold out. But as long as I am myself, I will be a shield to protect them from harm. The pain I will endure is nothing compared to their suffering. Thanks, Gerard. Elder Warrior swings a heavy, powerful hammer slowly, but with force and range enough to blow enemies away. A giant of a man, once dubbed the finest knight in the kingdom, he was a symbol of glory and a hero to his village. His altruism made his demise a lonely one. Giant's hammer, while airborne, down and X. Elder Warrior Gerard dives and unleashes a shockwave upon landing, can break pustulant ground. The greater the height, the more powerful the shockwave. Huh. Impact of the dive can break through pustulant ground impenetrable by normal attacks. Some pustules are tougher than others and can only be broken by diving from on high. He protected the village to the very end. A brave warrior indeed. Thanks, Gerard. You were in his memory. Did you two visit him often? Thanks, Gerard. I think I got replenished from all that, but I think I want to rest and save. And just triple check that I'm good. Enhance. Ancient Souls, Furious Blight. Ooh. I could upgrade. Youth. Could upgrade that. Not that. I'm saving up for those, I think. But this one I could upgrade. I think I'm going to skip for now, though. New memories for Gerard. And then on we go. And now I can smash through some pustulances. Hamlet scrawl. An image scrawled using pagodite. It appears to be a doodle of the white priestess of the font playing with the children of the hamlet under a radiant sun. What's in here? It's a room by itself. Hello. Well, this was the example. Seems she hid herself away with the village children. What a tragic end. Priestess wish, prayer restoration. A fleeting wish left behind by a white priestess at the moment of her death. Rest now, dear priestess. It's so sad. Onward and onward. Hamlet Request 2. Warning. The catacombs are off limits. Blighted captured in Land's End are being held in the catacombs to reduce the risk of further spread of the blight. The catacombs are off limits. Also, note that harboring individuals carrying the blight is a crime. Report any and all sightings of the blighted to the Royal Guard immediately. Given the choice, I'd rather have lost my mind than this. There's a way to the... Excuse me. How are we supposed to continue onward? There's a way to the right, but I can't get to it. Wee. Wee. I guess we just gotta go to the pustulant zones. Hi, Gerard. Bye, Gerard. Thanks, buddy. Hit up a save while we're here, just to make sure we're good. Not there. Which way should I go? Let's go that way. Hello. Goodbye. You want me to bring the hammer down? Oh. Thought you were an archer. Might be able to if I go over the top path up there. Man, there's something in my throat today. Since we're right here, might as well refresh. Is there a way that I missed that I can... Oh. There's a path upward somewhere here. Ooh, I see it. Just need to be able to jump a little bit higher or have some sort of other movement skill. I wonder if this is the priestess singing, or Lily singing. Okay, goodbye. Oh. Furious Blight. Oh. Was I supposed to continue that way? No, I dove right back into it. I'm out of heals now. Goodbye. Oh, I've been here before? Oh, okay. So I still have to go back in order to go forward. Oh, the mighty Coffee Lord has appeared. Hello, mighty Coffee Lord. How farest thee this day? Oh dear, hopefully better than Lily is. That area is rough. It is treating me very well, despite the most recent showing. I'm definitely enjoying this game a whole lot. It is very, very fun, very cool. Got a lot more in-depth and interesting mechanics than I initially expected. And I'm having a lot of fun with it. I think the setting is very cool. The soundtrack is good. It's just overall a good time. It's hard to not enjoy this game. I can see that. When I initially saw it, I am a pretty big Metroidvania fan. So, jeez. So that aspect of it definitely appealed to me. However, something about... I didn't get really, just from like the initial trailer or screenshots or anything that I was seeing, it didn't grab me as much at launch or around that time. But something about it just made me come back and check it out more, and I'm very glad that I did. hate a game because of an area or a single boss, even if they enjoyed it at first. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true. A lot of people do tend to just lump a particular interaction with the game into their overall experience. I'm sure I've done that too, to be completely fair. It doesn't happen often for sure, but I would be willing to bet that I am among those ranks. Metroid is something I'm attracted to as well. Nice. Ender Lilies was one of the first. This holds a special place in my heart. Very cool. I'm assuming it would be up there in some of your top games then. Any other recommendations that you have for good Metroidvanias or other ones that you particularly enjoy? Wonder interaction with the boss of this game that's close to losing it. I could totally get that. Genre where you need to take breaks from, then they may blend together at times. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that it just kind of becomes like... Ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay, I need to... I keep on jumping up on top of this stand, and it is not helping me. Managed to glitch the game and got to a place where I shouldn't be yet. Never gave up even after getting two-hitted constantly. Yep. That sounds about right. But that's also part of the fun of Metroidvanias sometimes. Being able to get into an area that you're not supposed to be because of your understanding and skill with the mechanics that you have available. Woo-hoo. Ow. Stop targeting the one right in front of me that you can't hit, stupid witch. Ugh. It's a meta boss that you still don't like fighting. I appreciate the spoiler concern. That also tends to be a great thing with general Metroidvania fans. Is like the understanding of what? Keeping mechanics, keeping bosses, encounters, locations, etc. Secret, keeping them safe. Consider this game to be more on the easier side for Metroidvanias, at least in terms of map design and guidance. It's definitely feeling a bunch more linear. Like, there's not a whole lot of side paths to get terribly lost behind. Oh, okay. Which is good, because there's definitely a balance that needs to be struck of hand-holding too much and hand-holding not enough to the point where you just can't progress without a guide or something. Well, this game's ins and outs. I ain't spoiling the beauty of this game. Nice. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm getting more Furious Blight lately. I think I'll do that. And I'm still saving up for upgrading that, and now it's time to go down there. So, saying it's a bit easier, I can understand that, I can get behind that. Beginner-friendly kind of vibes. would this be a first recommend for a new player? Is this something where you'd be like, hey, yeah, just pick it up? I think it would be great to see. Great experience. I know a streamer who basically had one viewer guide them the entire time for Hollow Knight, and he said he hated the game after the whole thing. What? You need help, I can help, but only if you ask. And even then, I might not. That is awesome, fair, and appreciated. Oh, I probably need to go back even further to go around. Okay. Maybe it's just the Twitch sphere that I run in, but that seems to be becoming more of the norm. There's obviously still people that are like excited about one of their favorite games and stuff and might accidentally spoil or say a little bit too much. But I definitely appreciate that it seems to me that more and more viewers are getting to the point where they're like, yeah, I just want you to enjoy the game. Like, I can help if you really want me to, but that's the beauty and joy of this game, is just experiencing and playing it, which is really, really awesome. Hated the mechanics of it. Certain bosses and damage from touching enemies. Took nothing from the experience like lore and characters. I haven't gotten to Hollow Knight yet because I tried getting my Switch to work with my capture card, but because my computer's being weird lately, it's not working at the moment. But I am looking at some fixes coming soon, which would be helpful. Plus, there's plenty of backlog in between then. But I can understand mechanics like that, certain mechanics, or like the way you get damaged from enemy interactions and stuff. I can see that drastically hindering or worsening your experience with a game. But saying you hate it, especially after being guided through the whole thing, like, that doesn't feel like you're really interacting with it properly, or really at all, almost even. For a new player, I'd say it depends. If they can adapt to using spirits for most efficiency, then absolutely it's a recommend. Another thing for me that I kind of question about recommending a game like this, is just from my experience so far, the kind of subject matter that it kind of covers. Because it seems like it's going in a bit of a dark and heavy route, which definitely... Okay. Definitely can be for a lot of people, but it's just one of those where it's like, additional relic slot, nice. Gotta be cautious with like how readily you recommend it. Dark and heavy is not all... Oh, sorrowful as well, yeah, yeah. I mean, oh, I forgot about the mimics. I just met Gerard. And like his story was pretty cool. I liked it, but it's just like hitting hard pretty quick. Lore of Enderluz is quite hard to piece together, but man, just wait till you get more findings and read letters. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This one is definitely connecting a lot of pieces already and doing a really cool job with it. And the presentation is phenomenal. Metroidvanias, there's Owlboy, Bloodstained, Ori Games, Shantae, even the Metroid games. Wouldn't that be a mind-boggling recommendation? You want to play a Metroidvania game? Play Metroid. Bloodstained you'd recommend as a first one? It's in the ye old backlog. But I haven't gotten to it yet. I hit the wrong trigger. I switched my loadout instead of diving through that. That was almost bad. Bloodstain looks really cool. And they just announced the... Ooh. Okay. They just announced the... Was it they just announced it, or did I just discover it? Or, like, learn about it myself? No, there's a new one that's coming out, right? I'm not going crazy. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Lilies is all about atmosphere for me. It certainly makes you feel a somber mood. It is very much capturing that. I don't know if this would be like a first recommend just to be like, hey, do you want to try out Metroidvania? Maybe it could be. Again, I think it would just kind of depend on who I'm talking to. But this one is definitely a recommend if you're trying to get a certain vibe and tone. This mood, this atmosphere that's being established, just like when my spirits come up again, the juxtaposition between Lily and the different spirits that you gain and that join with you, but then also the whatever knight that's like your main attack. It's a really cool where catacombs ahead. Yeah, I'm terrified of any time I find a new environment in this game. It's this okay, so bit of a tangent. My other fave games, Metroidvania. Oh, Path of the Lotus. Yeah, that one I really not that one and Nine Souls. Those ones are ones that are definitely on my list. I don't think I recognize the other one. Hold up. Yeah, I've heard that Nine Souls isn't as much like it doesn't really follow the same kind of Metroidvania pattern. Excuse me. It's more of it's almost more Dark Souls like with like parrying and timing and doing a bunch of work with that. That's what I've heard about it, at least. Don't know how accurate that is. Oh, jeez. Hello. Item get. Huh. Oof. Gosh. It's not prepared for the flashbang. Seems pretty cool. Ooh. Bound knife cost 15. Oh, there's an okay. There's an MP system for this one. Toe Project and Team Ladybug. That's pretty cool. Not fun. Huh. That's pretty cool. I like the style of that. It is going to be added to ye old backlog for sure. Sorry, I got distracted by that, and I got distracted by that from my distraction about Ender Lilies and the atmosphere that this creates. This is doing a great job immersing me into any sort of horror genre more than any horror game I have ever played. Like, I am feeling more fear, I guess, of moving forward and finding out what kind of encounters and environments I'm going to come across moving forward in Ender Lilies right now than I did probably throughout the entirety of the Dead Space remake. Oh, Luna's a fan game? That makes sense. Heavy emphasis on exploration. Developed by Team Ladybug, creators of multiple fantastic action games thus far. Very cool. I should. I should what? Is that related to something that I said? I lost track of what I was saying. So if it was in response to something I said, I apologize. I don't remember though. Oh, should be afraid to move on? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I am. Fretja's Ring grants the ability to parry once equipped. Oh. There's parrying now. Right trigger. Oh, does this change my dodge? Oh. Repel the strike and nullify its effects. The ring worn by the White Priestess of the Font. The third priestess of the Font was of special note in that she was less susceptible to blight, allowing her to bestow salvation upon its sufferers. Dead Space Remake is an entirely different game, and horror doesn't work well for you. Yes, that was kind of my point for sure. It is a very different game, but it is intended to be more of a horror kind of experience, just kind of like an explanation of the fact that how horror affects me, I guess. Because you're right, you are remembering correctly that the horror genre doesn't really do much for me, especially in that like the jump scares and the horror and the environments that they try to create don't elicit much or any of a reaction from me. But a game like this is doing that perfectly, and it's not its main focus or intention, at least the main focus or intention. I know something, but I ain't gonna say crap. I'll let you. Thank you, thank you. On the ground, that one would be good. Body of water. Slightly increases spirit use. I think I want to do more spirit uses. I feel like I should change to the parry ring. I thought there was a boss coming. I got scared. The sunken graveyard is upon us. Signs of the ancients litter this place. Indeed, not much has changed since then. Might not be for the best, but I want to see the fear in his face. Thanks. I appreciate it. In fact, the ancients once called what is now Land's End their home. Their homes, their families, their honor, all stolen away from them. Don't know that I would call immortality a form of survival. But either way, I am the last of the ancient warriors. Once I fell, nothing remained of my era after I awake. Save for my deathless pact, of course. Which is to say, I think we both feel what it's like to be left all alone. I can still parry and have the normal dodge. Oh. You parry if you press the dodge while standing still. Oh. Well, in that case... What? So, I'm assuming I need to equip it. Okay. In that case, I'll definitely take it. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is perfect and very helpful kinds of tips. Okay, wonderful. Excellent. That would be nice to have in like a tooltip when you actually get the ring. Catacombs ahead. Here we go. The rain's destructive wake closes off many paths for us, though we may unearth ancient relics or hidden alcoves if we stay sharp. Yes, yeah, 100%. That is not a clear function of the ring. Alright. Ah, dang it. I definitely need to get better at getting animation locked. Because I'm letting that happen to me a bit too much. Ooh, I wonder if I can parry those arrows. That'd be cool. That would be pretty neat. Alright. See, I know I want to go down there, but I can't get back up. You can parry just about anything. Okay, cool. Good to know. He tried to hit me. Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, it. What? Hey, let me out. Please, please. Oh. I was robbed. Whee! Just will parrying be worth it? What is that face? That's amazing. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Cheap viewers? But they're not the best. That's so unfortunate. Related Maelstrom. That's a pretty fun name. But unfortunately, it's not the cheapest and best viewers. Gotta step up your game. I don't know what you think you're trying to get away with here, but ooh. Knocked him into the air. That's a cool effect. It's a nice effect of that. Okay, and this is just where I was. Yes, okay. Cool. Don't want to deal with you. Okay. What? That's a very small window for the parry. Sheep ain't the best viewers cost only your time, and your jokes are entertainment, yeah. I must be doing something right, because I'm getting some really, really awesome people coming in here and hanging out. It's very, very cool and nice, and I appreciate and enjoy. What is that? Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. I don't like these things. Why does it look like I'm taking damage? I feel like there's something happening over there. The parry has a really short timing, and half the time I feel like it's just more practical to dodge. Yeah, that's... So far, I'm definitely in agreement with that. Did I use all my heals already? That doesn't feel right. That doesn't seem right at all. Oh. My knight scared me so bad right there. Okay. Can't get up there yet. Forget the parry's there. Oh, I saw your health bar. I knew this was coming. No, thank you. Oh my gosh. I can't escape them. They're everywhere. I'm definitely one of those people that is way too overcautious of using my spirits. It's the classic and inescapable issue that comes with I have a limited resource. I don't feel comfortable using that resource because what if I need it later? I am... Oh, okay. What was that? I'm definitely a horrible offender of that. God, that... Okay. Yeah, you just go ahead and blow up there. Oh, gosh. Oh, I was dropping. I should have buried. Oh. That sucks. Actually, you know what? I just realized what time it was. It's about time for a break time. I need to get up, stretch, move around a little bit, get some water, use the bathroom, do whatever it is you gotta do. I need to, because we are in a very quiet area, I'm going to open up some music. Once it decides to open. Tip, an arrow to the back of the head hurts. Oh. I thought it was going to be like you take more damage from the back than you do to the front. Okay. I'll try my best not to get an arrow to the head. From what I understand, it's not quite as bad as an arrow to the knee, but... Is this just not going to work for me? There we go. It just took an extra minute to open. I'm going to play a bit of... Yeah. I'm going to play a bit of Adrian von Ziegler. Very, very talented and awesome composer that makes all this stuff himself. And I think it fits the mood and the vibes of Ender Lilies pretty well, at least most of his stuff. But it's break time, so I'm going to get up and move around a little bit, and I will be back in just a moment. See you soon. I'm back. Hello. Hello. Play some Millie, as it's the music artist for Lilies. Still my favorite song in the game is Harmonious. That was fast. I guess I could just look up the Ender Lilies soundtrack. And just play that. That would also work. Did you need more time for your break, Coffee Lord? I apologize if I returned too quickly for you. No? Well, that's good. Because break time is over. Whew. Leave me alone. Ooh. Okay. Yep. I'm getting stuck in the animations again. Not any fault of the game. It's my own. I'm just impressed. Thank you. I don't know how impressed you should be, because my breaks are generally incredibly inconsistent in their timing. Oof. Sometimes I will put the blame on Sprout the cat. Yeah, yep. That is 100% my downfall right now. I'm overcommitting. Man, usually in my... What? Pressing the sun by accident, yeah. I tend to have more issue with just fat fingering in general. And hitting all the wrong keys, and even my autocorrect can't save me. I don't think I parried that. I think that just died before it got to me. Oof. Oh yeah, I dove right into you, I know. I was saying, usually in my stream I hardly take breaks, but when I do, I usually brew myself a new pot of a liquid I love. I can't imagine what that liquid might be. Coffee Lord. Yeah, my breaks, I definitely have issues with sitting too long. My body does not take kindly to me being in a chair for an extended period of time. Okay, hello. So a major portion of it comes from my health kind of, in a sense, demanding that I take some sort of a break, so I need to get up and move, get out of my chair, not be staring at a screen for too long. So instead of taking one big long break, I tend to kind of spread it out a little bit more. Just take quick breaks here and there, roughly around the top of the hour. Usually I have everything for stream ready before I press begin, but sometimes my legs do need a quick break. Yeah. I must have done something to my back or something. Looking at getting a better chair also to try and help out with that, but it's just... gets very, very angry with me if I'm sitting for too long, or in one position more for too long. Sometimes I can go a little bit longer. I get sucked into a game or something like that. But yeah, oddly enough, streaming helps me keep on a bit more of a schedule for that too. Like taking more regular breaks and getting up and moving around. Whenever I'm working or gaming or whatever else at my desk regularly, I'll just get locked in and lose hours and hours and then completely forget to get up and move around, which I pay for later normally. But yeah. Fritia's memoirs. Can't believe she vanished the day I was born. No one ever told me why. They said that she cut a frail frame, but I knew that was truly to blame. What was truly to blame? Absorbing the blight at that rate. I wonder if I'll end up the same way. How did my mother live as a white priestess? How can I live as one? Usually my sitting position is the reason for my legs needing a quick stretch. I sit on top of one leg. Oh, wow. I don't know why I sounded so impressed, but like shocked by that. I know loads of people that do that, or know of loads of people that do that. I guess it's just, for me, I could never. I feel like I would crush my leg. I keep on, more and more lately, I've been seeing, I don't know if you've seen or heard of this kind of chair before, but it's like there's a seat on top, and then, I'm not going to be able to explain it very well. I'll just pull one up. Cross. Australia, there we go. None of these are what I'm looking for. Where is it? Oh, this one? Yeah, something like this. Something like this where it has like this elevated cushion. So that's generally where you sit, and then your legs kind of rest on this. People will put their feet up on it. You can have your leg up behind you, all sorts of stuff. Once sat down with a foot bleed, not a big one, and forgot I had it, and looked back at it, and I remembered, crap, my foot was bleeding a moment ago. The bleeding stopped. It sounds like that's a very great thing for you there. Yeah, this is one. Whenever anyone mentions how they sit on their feet, it makes me think of this chair, and I've been seeing ads for something like this, a similar kind of chair, more and more lately. And I think I sit pretty regularly, so I don't know why they're getting recommended for this. But I get into stupid accents a lot. I understand that. Loki, need one of those chairs? Yeah. It seems like it'd be pretty helpful for you and other people that sit like that kind of way. Slightly reduces cooldown time. I like the sound of that. Kiltius, priestess of guidance and inheritor of souls. Unearthed from blighted muck, this ring predates the founding of Land's End. Yeah, it seems like that chair would be very helpful. It might not... Yeah, no. It might not help in situations where you... Okay. Have some bleeding feet again, but I was trying to dodge, game. It might help with other situations where you aren't putting as much pressure on your legs and sitting on them and can move around into other positions a little bit more easily and such. Alright, what's the catch here? What's the gimmick here? This appears to have been the White Priestess's room. Seems she was an avid artist. What do you mean? There's one painting. Fretia's memoirs. Performing the purification brings joy back to the people. I must continue if only to be that small service. I thought I was useless, but they need me as long as I'm the White Priestess. I had an artery on my foot bleed quite often due to my stupidity in the shower. Floor mops are deadly? That sounds awful. Like, it makes me want to, like, I hope you're okay. That does not sound ideal in any sense. Defense of the Twin Spires 2. After a long, grueling battle, the White Priestess of the Font was finally able to purify the blighted invaders. From that time on, few interlopers from the blighted lands were ever sighted. Peace had returned to Land's End. The power of the White Priestess of the Wind allowed the Twin Spires to be built, standing as symbols of the realm's defense. The Priestess of the Font fought to defend them. So there's a White Priestess of the Wind. I knew first aid, so I patched myself up. That's good. I have a first aid knowledge due to being in firefighter training. Oh, nice. Actively in firefighter training? I don't know if that was like a, because you have gone through firefighter training or something. Oh. That's odd. Oh yeah, this relic. There's those cooldown times or more uses. I think I want to get more. I want to reduce the cooldown time, I think. Not for now, no training over summer, but yes, active training. Oh, very cool. Very nice. That's very nice of them to, my interpretation of it, at least. No training during summer is very good and helpful because of all the heat. I don't know if that's the reasoning behind it necessarily, but it does seem like it would be very nice and considerate of them with all of the fire and extra gear that you have to train and everything. Train with and utilize. Let's go back up. I don't remember if those were blocked off areas or not. That's where I got that. Do I want to go back up? Where would I go if not? You know what? Something I enjoy with Metroidvanias is, especially something like this, I can just warp back to the beginning and kind of start over again and see what we kind of find. Ain't old enough to hop on calls, but when I do, going to someone's worst possible day with only underwear and my gear up. That's a choice. Midnight calls are wild, I bet. I bet. The Blighted. As the mind, body, and soul of those afflicted with the blight is consumed, rot spreads throughout. The rot possesses superb regenerative properties, granting undying flesh. The link between mind and body is cut in time, and the host is driven purely by the wrath of the blight. I don't think I did anything impressively stupid during my time in undergrad. But I can't imagine that there were a number of times that the local firefighter or whatever else division was brought out to some of the areas on campus for a bunch of college kids being dumb college kids on weekend nights. My father run outside with underwear, shoes, and car keys. And he came back in the morning and said, and now that people were awake, getting out of the car was a tad awkward. I can only imagine. It sounds like quite a fun experience. Tip for easier exploration? I'm not sure. Part of me right now, I don't know if enjoying is the right word, but I'm definitely just like taking my time, going through the different areas and kind of learning as I go. So if it's like, for exploring, explore more. Dang, mystery's on it. Or should I time you out for spoiling? Yeah, I think at the moment, I'm good with just my wandering. Exploring a whole lot of nothing right now. Yeah, I definitely got that vibe. My objective was to see if I could zoom. There we go. These top two, like, I didn't remember these first two areas, so I didn't know if like going up was something that I could get to through double jump now, or the left one was something that I could get through by smashing down. I really appreciate that they have the yellow for completed areas and the blue for incomplete areas. That is such an awesome feature. I didn't kill you. That I really appreciate, because that has been a frustration with other Metroidvanias that I've gone through. And they make it very clear. Like, I definitely missed it a couple times, but it's like listing it as part of the key for the map itself, super helpful. Because in Axiom Verge is the more recent example that comes to mind. It was kind of frustrating that when I was looking at a guide or something, I don't remember exactly how I discovered it, but they just put a little like yellow dot if you uncovered all the area of the map or something like that, and a purple dot if you uncovered all the items on that section of the map. I already knew the tip I was about to give. Yeah, I think maybe Mystery helped me out with that too. But it was definitely something that I missed at first, for sure. Yeah. That is definitely a very helpful tip for people like me that miss reading. Or have trouble, apparently, reading things for a bit too long. That does sound very accurate, that Mystery probably pointed it out to me and helped me out, and that's probably what tipped me off to it, rather than seeing it myself. Scary. spooky, scary skeletons are shimmering down my spine. Alright. There's nothing... Okay, can't do that one. Yeah, so I guess I'll just warp ahead a little bit to... that's the witch or the big mad mace dude first? Mace dude, I think? This was the first spirit I got. I didn't realize that you could go different routes in that way. I thought it felt pretty linear at the start. This was the first one I got. And then I got Cliffside Hamlet. And then got Fungal Sorcerer, I think. And then Floral Sorceress. And then Dark Witch. Oh, between these two? If that's what it was? I did Dark Witch Elaine first. For sure. Before Gerard. I literally started the stream today with Gerard. So I think the Witch. Again, at the beginning, choose between the top and bottom. Top path, Dead Town, or bottom path, the Coven. I think I definitely went Coven first. I was definitely going down. Just going every path that I had the option at the start, I went down. I think. Always going with Gerard's first? Interesting. Okay, so even though I haven't, there's nothing, like I haven't cleared these areas, it doesn't feel like I'll get anything if I go through them, because there's no alternate paths. I know I can pick up, you know what, fine, I'll just go. I know that there's going to be more stuff that I might be able to pick up at this point, but at the moment, I'm leaning more towards just finding open paths. And yeah, that's all that was too. Cool. Easy day. I'm definitely forgetting a bunch that I have the Gerard power. Yeah, I fought that there. Ooh, okay, bye. No, I didn't grab that. I didn't pick that up. That's not fair. Oh, okay. So it's just this thing. Do I need more? Yeah, I need more. I think normally, if I'm at a crossroads like that, I'd probably more often tend to go Chain of Sorcery. Additional relic slot, nice. I generally tend to go to the top path first, but for some reason I went down this time. That's an interesting thought. I want to explore some areas now instead of later. It will make your life easier in being more powerful. You're not having to explore as much when you start reaching the end. That makes sense. I do also, one of my favorite things in Metroidvanias, RPGs, most kinds of games is getting to the end game and then going back to the starting area and just being an anime protagonist and just wrecking everything in that area. Ooh. Oh, fine. That's definitely something that gives me some twisted sense of appreciation. Oh! In that, like, sometimes going back for some of those things that you missed, that feels like there's stuff up there, can be pretty fun for me sometimes. Sometimes it is just a hassle and annoying. My current run, I'm having to explore basically everything as I went through with almost no upgrades, and now for the final bad guy, I need the upgrades and spirits. Oh. Are you doing basically like a challenge run to not level up as much or upgrade stuff as much? Ooh. Is that not something I can... What? I can't mantle onto this? That's weird. Isn't that weird, Sprout? I can't mantle on that either? Basically, Umbral only. No upgrades unless the upgrade comes with the boss. Umbral only? Is that, Oh, Umbral only, Umbral Knight. So just the basic melee attack. Dang. That's pretty intense. Oh, hello, ma'am. Hello. Time for the chin scratches. Oh my gosh, Sprout, that was such a good yawn. How you doing? You don't want to sniff that. Yeah, you don't want that. That's okay. We can just go back to the scritches. That makes me think of, final boss is still on some funny spirits, as it's a pain with only one type of attack. Good to know. I definitely would have gone in with, like, a full roster of skills and everything, but... doing Umbral only, especially the way you described that, like, Umbral only, no upgrades, it makes me think of the speedrun that I saw of this. Cat! Yeah, this is Sprout. She's a menace, and she likes to get her scritches and rub her face all over my microphone and get all of her hair into my pop filter. Don't you? Yeah. It's kitty time. Oh, yes, ma'am. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the speedrun of this game, that makes me think of One Spirit I Love. Yeah, I don't feel like I have very much at all yet. But the speedrun was pretty cool, and in particular, the speedrun that I saw for it was at a Games Done Quick, or GDQ, event. And, if you're unfamiliar, that's going on right now. They do a week-long, 24/7 speedrunning event. And it's a charity event, so all of the proceeds for this event is going to Doctors Without Borders. And last I looked, they were already at about, I think, 900,000 US dollars raised. Seeing the speedrun's nice. Yeah, it's a really cool event, and one of the reasons, other than an awesome charity gaming event, that I really enjoy checking out Games Done Quick is because sometimes I will learn of some really awesome, cool new games that I haven't heard of before and want to put into my backlog or something. And I thought the GDQ speed run of Ender Lilies was very cool when they did it recently. And there was the runner was talking about how they met their partner through Ender Lily speedrunning. So it was just a nice story on top of it. Or maybe not met their partner, but like grew with their partner. So like getting to know their partner better and stuff. Which I thought was very nice, very sweet. So there is more here. Nice. Nope, that's not it. Love the song. Yeah, there's so many good tracks. Oh. Hey, thanks for the follow, Coffee Lord. Basically the song that defines the game for people. Yeah, this one is really nice. I like it too. Sprout, do you like this song? It wasn't holding back from the soundtrack. Yeah, they did a pretty good job with this one. This is nice. And I obviously haven't heard all that much of the soundtrack, the full soundtrack yet. But so far, I have been very much enjoying it. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want to get on there. Where might be good to go on this map? Bonk. Did the OP for... Oh, they did Goblin Slayer too? Oh, hey, hi, oh, hi. Didn't know you were down here. I'm sorry. I remember watching at least season 1 of Goblin Slayer. And it was a while after... Oh, okay, that's what it is. That's... in my accent, yeah. That happens a ton to me. But it's all good. I remember there being a ton of hype for Goblin Slayer for a while. And then it fell off, and then I watched it, and I'm glad I watched it not during all the hype. Not during as much of the hype, I guess. Because I feel like it's one of those where if I watched it during all the hype, then it would have just kind of ruined it for me. Just lessened the experience overall. I wanted to go down. Where was the... down? I still enjoyed Goblin Slayer, but I feel like it just would have... Oh, it was here. For a little bit, people were hyping it up a bit too much for me. And so that would have kind of lessened the experience. Did the entire soundtrack for Ender Lilies and its sequel, Ender Magnolia, along with Goblin Slayer and lots more. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, Ender Magnolia is already getting put into the I need to check that game out. Okay, and that's there. Okay. Got it. Oh, hey, what? Why did you not attack already? What happened here? That was weird. Yeah, like I was saying before about when I initially heard about and checked out this game, there was something about it that just turned me away a little bit too much, at launch at least. It was one of those that are like, yeah, I'll probably get to that. It looks like it'll be fun. Like, it'll look like I'll enjoy it. It looks like a solidly put together Metroidvania at the very least. But it just got put into the back burner. But now, Ender Magnolia is definitely being pushed up and added more to the I need to check this out list. Because this is very cool, very good. Which I'm a bit spoiled right now for, because also adding Okami 2 as, since I just recently beat Okami, upcoming hype for Okami 2 has also been added to the list. And Magnolia came out a day before your birthday. Very nice. Nice gift. Very cool. I'm sure that was all part of their plan with it too. They just knew how much of a fan you were, and they're like, we gotta release it on time for the Coffee Lord. Okay, nice. So I am finding something new at least. I am already forgetting that I have a parry. Taking ancient land, the result is the blight itself. Missed the other part. Max HP. Furious blight. January 23rd. Birthday's 24th. Ooh, nice. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good birthday this year. Oh, yep, yeah, I know. I was a horrible, horrible dodge. I am aware. It came out this year. Yeah, that's right. Did it? Did it come out this year? Because it came out recently. The most useful? Yeah. My parry timing is already generally not good in most games, so... Especially with how tight this window is, it ain't gonna be good for me here. Yeah, this year? Okay, nice. That was terrifying. Oh! That was not planned. That was so funny. Early access last year, but full release this year. Yeah, that sounds about right. That makes sense. Well, as usual, just... Not the rings parry. I'm curious. I'm skeptical about your comment. But I appreciate your vagueness. All the same. Alright. Just explore and find out. On the right path. That's good. I feel like I don't have that much in the way of... Yep, yeah, I thought you were moving forward some. That was on me. Walked right into it and then just ate all of your slashes. What am I doing? I definitely have unlocked a number of the movement skills, but I also feel like I have nothing yet in that same regard. Like there's still going to be plenty that I need to unlock in order to be able to effectively traverse. My bird attacks are better than yours. Suck it. Am I not going to be able to get to that too? I don't think I will. This is so unnecessary. It's such a weak and ineffective way. Love for you to find this one thing before I go to sleep. These current detours, I might not sleep tonight. I'm sorry. Happens sometimes. I get lost. And I feel like that's going to be the item on this map that I don't have to clear it. So I definitely am going to be turning around. Is it pretty late for you then? You don't feel the need to answer if you don't feel comfortable with it, but where are you roughly located? It's early. Fair. $2 a.m. Dang. That's so late in the evening. Where am I aiming to go right now? I guess I'll try and go along this top. Northern Europe, that's fair. Nice. Oh, I just walked right into it. Come on, Lily. Dead on midnight, nice. Is this where I'm trying to get? I can't smash this yet, can I? Because I can't get on top of this roof. And I can't get through here. Next crossroad, take the bottom path so I can go slumber. Alright, fair enough. Can't get in there anyway, so... Oh, this is the cluster. The cluster's not over yet. Ow, I just ate that in the face. Alright, let's go. Coffee Lord's out of coffee and needs to sleep. Oh gosh. Who? I need to rest. Jeez. Go down. Down, go down, go down. Down here. Okay. Ooh, I can't use that down underwater. Water. This part of the map. All right. Might not survive this part of the map. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Why not make that? Okay. Can't make that. Oh, hey, hi, ha. Okay. Oh, hi. Well, you're definitely not going to see it on this attempt, I imagine. Who? Maybe, though? GG. Whew. Given the choice, I'd rather have lost my mind than this. He just landed on his head. Headless Defender. A knight with shield at the ready. Well-timed blocks will counter enemies, leaving them stunned and vulnerable. I saw a Sprout walk in. Knight who followed in the footsteps of the hero Gerard, suffering the blight upon becoming immortal, took its toll. He was beheaded for attacking his fellow knights. You're correct. Landed on his shoulders. I apologize for misspeaking. I liked his delay slash. That was a really cool attack. There you are. Better parry. Ah, I see, I see. So that's what we're looking forward to. In your opinion, the best parry? I mean, I definitely like the sound of sending some of the damage back, if I read that correctly. That sounds pretty nice. It is a skill, though. I have to test it out. Yeah, just go and try it. Yeah, that's the plan right now. But what to switch out is the question. For now, at least. And then I'm going to check my enhance. I don't have any Ancient Souls still. Really looking forward to some Ancient Souls. Upgrade that, but I'm pretty close on getting one of these upgraded, which I think will be next. Save first. It said that it saves whenever I rest, but I still feel like I just don't trust it sometimes. I'm gonna try going right. I don't remember what it was over there. We'll see if I can go that way now. Yeah, exactly. That's my thinking, is better safe than sorry kind of thing. I doubt I can continue this way since I got... Did I just not go this way? No. Okay, that's right. I recall now. I remember that wall. So now we're just trotting on our way back. Alright, so... I doubt I... Can I go this way now? This is also a major issue. Just, like, an issue that I have with Metroidvanias is... I was just here. I cannot remember for the life of me what reason I could not continue this path. I have no idea. Yep, okay. Then it's blocked by a crank. Could not tell you that was what this area looked like. I do not do well in that remembery department like that. Need to remember to have it equipped for the combat. You know what? I'll go over here because I know there's combat up this way. And we'll see what this parry looks like. Okay, so it is... Oh, it's on a cooldown. I forget about that. That much of a cooldown for a parry is definitely losing some points for me. But I can see the vision. I see where we're going with this. I definitely like the being able to send damage back. That'll be a very effective boss parry, I imagine. I'll be very good for them. Assuming it's like a melee and one that's kind of like set up for that type of encounter. It's not quite an animation cancel, but sometimes I can use the dodge to help start my movement a little bit faster for the next direction and way that I want to go. Of it as I don't parry much anyway, so by the time I want to parry again, the headless has come out of the coffee break. 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, that makes sense. I can definitely see the, by the time I remember that a parry exists again, then I'll be able to, I'll have the parry option available to me again. I can see that. Alright. Where is the route down? Oh, yep. That was horribly timed. I just stood there and ate that. Alright. Can I have a break for a second, please? Thank you. Having the damage repel thing only adds to how nice it is. Personally upgraded as much as I can, but it's up to you. I definitely will put a few points into it. Oh, I just remembered too. I forgot about how... Oh, hey, I forgot about how that there's enemies up here still. This. Okay, we can just fast travel from right over here, though. I forget how that's with upgrading on certain upgrades for different skills. They add different effects and things. So like there was one for my fart cloud that's increased the range, for example. So that'll be interesting to see what else we can get from this. Attack up, okay. Only because I'm not gonna do it right now. Only because I'm so close to getting my next upgrade for the whirlwind. I think I'd want to do the fart cloud too, but I feel like the whirlwind is becoming the more powerful skill, more potent skill. Fast travel, that's what I want to do. I just like poison damage and stuff. Not too many games do it very well, or it generally feels underpowered, but I like it still. I think it's fun. One problem is that when you want to try out different spirits down the line that are better for your style, not have enough upgrade stuff. Got some beard hair. Ugh. This is a tip. Seagreed and Floral is a deadly combo. Seagreed is the flail one, right? And then... yeah, Seagreed and Floral. I could see that. That'd be pretty good. Cooldown and limited number of uses can be used in conjunction with other skills. Yeah, I'm, and Mystery, to your point, I am definitely starting to notice that I don't want to be sinking as much into just anything. I'm feeling the stagnation of upgrade resource income. What else is here? Is there something like over there or something? I didn't realize that Sigrid had a jump attack. That was something that I just kind of like accidentally did one time. Well, it was like, oh, that completely changed the like how this kind of functions. That's pretty cool. Okay, so maybe there's just something else over there. Are we see getting might have enough for most spirits? Oh, is it something where it is limited like that? So I won't be able to have enough to upgrade everything no matter what? Better try out different stuff then decide? Gotcha. Escape from the rain, yet still we failed. Whoa. Did I not come over here before? What happened? Like either ranged or melee ones. Hey, got some more blight, speaking of. I do appreciate this. There's definitely a lot more range to the different styles that I was not expecting, which is very cool. Get out of the water. Or mix. Just know the resources are limited. Yes, that is very helpful and important and appreciated information for sure. Because I was getting to the point where I was like, well, I can just like throw some points into this or that or whatever else. Yep, okay. Shall we off to slumber? Have a good slumber, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Okay, now the problem, I don't remember where that area was. I think this was... Oh, I don't remember at all. I'm just gonna guess. That was not it. Okay, so it was the left of that. Okay. Fair enough. That's my bad. I totally forgot to even think about that. Doop, 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 doop. To the left of the statue. There we go. Nice. Where are we now? Did you know? Hold on. I don't know what these bugs are doing, and there's so many of them. You know, you can hook around with the right stick, or what it is for keyboard. I do remember that from time to time. Thanks, Mystery. Ooh. You just couldn't see low enough in that area. Oh, I don't want to fight you. Are these being spawned by something? They are. Of course they are. I dove right into you. Ugh. Having a rough time with this area. There's gonna be a boss over here or something, isn't there? I knew it. I knew it. I didn't think it was gonna be you, but I knew it. Okay. Crash 4, I'll play Psychonauts 2. Ooh. That'll be interesting. I've heard that people like Psychonauts 2 a lot better. And from what I've heard, from what I've heard, there's a lot of improvements to 2 from 1. Of like the camera movement and some of the like quality of life stuff. I forgot that term for a moment. Let me go back to this combo for a bit. So far, I like this loadout that I have. I feel pretty good with it. I'm really, really interested and looking forward to seeing what other kind of stuff comes along the way. Take me a few weeks, I think. Yeah. I don't appreciate the fact that you think it's only going to take you a few weeks to platinum it, and I am not very far in it at all. Feels kind of rude. But I understand also. Oh, okay. Yeah, yo, 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 yo. Oh, hey, hey, I did not realize where my health was at. These things are awful. New least favorite enemy for this entire game. Oh, GG's, easy. For the priestess to be the last thing I see, I am truly blessed. What you got, Arachnopod? Elder Crypt Keeper. Fires arcane projectiles that damage and trap enemies for a short time. After a lifetime spent guarding the catacombs, the Elder Crypt Keeper had earned eternal rest. His dying wish was to be interred under the watchful eye of his son, the apprentice. This one, the Crypt Keeper, Elder Crypt Keeper. It definitely seems like it could be helpful. Like, my immediate thought was that might replace one of my ranged skills. Yeah, I knew that was a bad spot for a dodge. The added benefit of being able to trap them also seems like it will be very beneficial. Ooh, thought I saw something up here. I like the sound of it for sure. The parry bonus, I like the parry bonus for the... Ooh! I agree with Coffee Lord about the parry bonus effect. That is very helpful. You know what? We're just gonna clear some stuff out first. I know that more is coming, but... Ow. Oh. Actually found that hidden wall in the streamer. Didn't because they didn't look around without guidance. Oh, jeez. I can see missing a wall like that. That one especially. That one was a pretty cleverly hid one, I think. But it's also just really one of those things that I definitely keep a massive eye out for. In any Metroidvania. This one, so far, it's been tricking me a bit, and I'm not too much a fan of it. But there are a number of times where it's just like the texture on the wall, and Lily can also like pass through it a little bit, or we'll go behind it, some of it on like ledges and stuff. So it feels like it's going to be a very similar kind of hidden area, and I definitely get faked out by it plenty. I think I'm gonna switch it from Western Merchant for now. We're gonna try that out and see what we got. Do I have enough to upgrade to? A lot easier to tell because of the yellow blue. That helps out a ton. It helps out a ton, but also, like in that last map, the one hidden wall, I wouldn't have known that there should be a hidden wall there. There might have been something that I could jump up and get to. So I was just kind of exploring at that point, and just it conveniently worked out. Ooh, I can send more projectiles. I like the sound of that. But in other areas, especially where like I've checked it off already, that is definitely nice and helpful. 270, oh my gosh. It's definitely helpful to know that more of those areas are cleared off in that way. It's very, very good. Very good. This will go up here. Only 13 uses? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Is it that up there? I just now thought of moving the camera while jumping to try and get a different vantage point. Okay. I'm curious about how that works just yet. The range is... Ooh, hey, okay. The range is kind of limited. And the direction of attack is something that I definitely need to get used to or understand better. Oof. Used up close, okay. That's an interesting tip for a ranged attack. Okay. Oh, you can spin it around. Yep, Interesting. Seems like a... Oh, I didn't notice that when I hold up, this is like looking up thing. That's cool. Once it gets upgraded, it's better. I can see that. I feel like getting a little bit more range and damage, especially. I think it's just level 1 right now, right? So it is not going to be not performing very well at the moment. Okay, not there yet. Okay, and can't go up there. I like so one of the things that threw me off at first was that it lined up very well with the roof of the ceiling of the area that I was in at the time when I summoned it first. And so I thought it was going to be like some sort of relativity to the ceiling of that area. But it is much more of... It's more of a... Oh, okay, all right. It's much more of a shotgun than that much of like a ranged weapon. Interesting, one of these doors. I saw it that time. I saw you send that around back towards me. Like, technically, a shotgun is a projectile weapon, but it is generally intent... Why did that door close? Why did that door close? Okay, hi everyone. I don't want to be in the middle of everyone anymore, please. And they just keep coming. There's just more. There's just all these more. What? Oh my gosh, that was. I 100% panic ran there. What's the first upgrade? Oh, I can't upgrade it yet. Ooh, more projectiles is nice. Stagnant? Oh, because I just upgraded. That makes sense. Can I upgrade? Nope. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to Bird Friend for now, at least. Then double check my save. Oh no. Is my microphone doing the left ear thing again? It shouldn't be, like, because I'm talking on this side. Oh god, it's getting worse. One sec. No? Weird. It was showing it for me in OBS's level preview for audio sources. It was indicating that it was doing just the left ear, or mostly the left ear. But maybe it was fine. And maybe someone didn't properly set up their stream audio sources to be stereo. That also sounds like something that someone might do. I just stopped being able to attack him. It wouldn't attack. That was very weird. I didn't like that. Rude. That was rude. That was pretty stinking rude. Alright. Is there a closer... Not really. It might be, but I doubt it. Is it up here? Oh yeah, I need to go up. Duh. Not up here, though? Or is it up here? Yes, okay. Here we go. I hit the button, but the button did not work. That was attack. Was animation locked? Not doing too bad with these parries at the moment. That's pretty good. Can't make it up there yet. I think all the way across. Yeah, okay. Across? Wait till you eventually get to either Withering Rooms or Wonderful 101. Yeah. Those will be a good time. Oh, excellent. Rest point. I'm looking forward to those too. Next White Priestess, Lady Fretia, the third White Priestess, will take up the mantle in the name of the Eastern Spring. Silva will make a wonderful guardian, but the pressure of taking on the role of priestess at such a tender age will be immeasurable. It might be better for her to stay in the catacombs or her hometown by the cliffs than spend her days in the castle. The White Priestess of the Wind wishes for us to assist the young lady any way we can. Okay. Whenever I first started, I don't know what happened in my brain, but I started reading your message, and something just put Warhammer into my brain as I was reading that. Might be because I was thinking of Warhammer. Okay. That makes sense. I get it. There are a few things that I realized were in my Steam library already for Warhammer. One of them being Warhammer Bolt Gun, which is like the early Doom aesthetic retro style Warhammer shooter game. I think that one will be fun at some point. I'll share. Okay. Looking forward to a bunch of stuff. Oh gosh, not this again. Hate these things. Truly least favorite enemy. Oh, good. Yes, Crash is on Steam. That is where I have the Trilogy Collection and Crash 4. Fun fact. That dive. That was a cute, fun dive. I'm gonna play them again. Maybe? Get out of here, but do not venture deeper underground. That's one, yeah, okay. The Crash Trilogy would be one that I would need a little bit more time to go back through. A little bit more time before I go back through them. That's what I meant to say. I just played them relatively recently. So it's a bit too fresh in my brain for it. But I could see going back through those at some point. Okay, I wasn't sure if those were like spikes or something that were going to damage me when I tried to go through there. Like I mentioned, Crash was one of my early memories of games. So it's definitely something that I would be down to re-explore at some point. Oh, show. They're very challenging games, but they're also very fun games. Coming from that era where it's like, you didn't have the internet, you didn't have guides, you didn't have walkthroughs, and you just kind of had to figure out, piece stuff together. Sonic Heroes with me, if they ever do a remaster or a remake, I'm there day one. Nice. Crash, so Crash is one of those interesting ones where it's like, I have a level of nostalgia for it, but it's not I'm a ride or die Crash kind of person. It's just one of those that like I have a good sense of nostalgia for it. Now you got me thinking though of what might be something like that, of like, oh, if that shows back up, if they're doing anything there, I'm there day one. And I'm not sure. I don't have any. Actually, you know what? This is a really weird poll. I might have talked about it before. But Team Buddies. This is a very Very weird, very... What? What? Oh my god, this is amazing. Well, I'm here day one right now. This is, oh my gosh, this is awesome. This game is very silly. You're basically these little pill people, and you run around, you collect these boxes, and you bring them back to your base. And depending on, this is your base area, and you bring the boxes back and put them in different configurations onto this square platform, and depending on how you organize them, so this one they did 4x4, and that makes a tank. If you just put like one block down and break it open, you get a pistol. If you put like two next to each other, you get a rocket launcher. And so it depends on what blocks you bring back, how you orient them. So like this vertical one, I think, is an extra buddy. So you have like you can only get 4 resources, 4 people. And if you make one of those, then you get an extra character. You only start with 1 normally. But if you make like 2 tall and like a square, just a vertical square, that makes like this enhanced buddy with the commando unit. And then there's different ones that you can get depending on the map and the rules and stuff. But this was a very silly PlayStation 1 game that I really enjoyed playing a whole bunch. And it was just like this weird, fun, silly campaign. Like this level, it was something like you had to clean up. There was trash left or out, like litter, and you need to clean up 10 pieces of trash somewhere. There was one, this bicycle one. You had to find all the bikes scattered randomly around the map, and you had to bring them back to their parking area. But there's other teams of buddies running around the entire time, so like you have to corral these bulls or something, and there's other teams that are trying to kill you to prevent you from being able to do that, and they might also damage these bulls, and if they kill a bull, then you lose. So there's all sorts of wacky shenanigans that came up with this. This is amazing. This is, oh my gosh. I am so happy about discovering this. That's so cool. That was an amazing, just happenstance connection. That's oh my gosh. Thank you, Mystery, for having me bring that up randomly, because that's whew, sweet. Defense of the Twin Spires 1. A plague wind blew in from the far east, and with it a swarm of blighted abominations. The vile creatures followed their lord, the Crimson Blight. They were the hatred of the ancients made manifest, warped into wicked, nightmarish form. Awaiting their arrival at the Twin Spires were the White Priestess of the Font and the brave knights who would face this new threat to Land's End. Even after being cut down time and again, the knights returned to the fray. That was an amazing and hilarious coincidence. It just lined up perfectly. Oh my god, leave me alone. I hate these things. These bugs suck. Where is your spawner? Please? Pray you. What else might be a good one? Unfortunately, some of the ones that are coming to my mind are like Crash and Crash Team Racing and Spyro, but they already did most of those. And also, for some reason, they weren't day one for me. They just didn't have that same level of draw. And I don't know why that is. I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. And if so, what might it be? Because nothing's really coming to mind, unfortunately. Level up. I'm trying to think of like different systems that I might have played something on. Oh. Down I go. At PlayStation 1, which I played like Spyro, Crash, other games like that on. Ooh, ouch. Another thing that comes to mind was like, well, you know what? Actually, Assassin's Creed 1. I feel like that would be one for me. And that one definitely could use... Okay, hi, buddy. Hi. That one definitely could use some extra love to modernize it and upgrade it a bit. I really liked the first Assassin's Creed. I don't know if the Ezio collection was like a remaster or anything. I don't think it was a... I could be wrong on that. And now I definitely want to check. Assassin's Creed fell with Valhalla. Debatable. I think Assassin's Creed fell with Origins. I think Origins was great. I really liked Odyssey. I really liked Valhalla. I really liked that the RPGification of Assassin's Creed. But I think the downfall started with Origins because they changed up the formula and they changed up way too much until something completely different. It was way too massively open. You can make your own choices, but the choices didn't really matter. But you can make your own choices when you're going back in time to like live through your ancestors' memory. It just it lost track of what the core of Assassin's Creed to me was. And that definitely hindered it way too much. Even before that, in my opinion, when they tried to experiment with stuff, like okay, maybe that's wrong. I didn't enjoy Black Flag. I don't think Black Flag was a very good Assassin's Creed game. It was a fun game. It was cool, but it was not a very good Assassin's Creed game. I don't know if I've talked about it on stream before, but I was a massive Assassin's Creed fan for a long time, still kind of am, generally. But they easily could have avoided this issue if what they did, instead of keeping Assassin's Creed as the franchise, they could have just kept Creed as the franchise. And so they could have spun off all these different directions. They could have done Assassin's Creed and done the most recent Mirage in an iteration of that. But they could have done Pirates Creed for Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. And they could have continued down Pirates Creed and done a whole thing with that. They could have done Vikings Creed. They could have done like Gladiators Creed or something like that. They could have kept Creed as the franchise instead of Assassin's Creed, and trying to shoehorn Assassin into all of these other games is kind of, I think, at the core, part of the reason that a bunch of them are not living up and not enhancing the franchise. AC4 is a bad Assassin's Creed game, but in gameplay terms, yes, it's not an assassin game. That's one of the main issues that I have. It's a great pirate game. If you want to go out there and like sail between the islands, go fishing, do the pirate fights, do boarding, it's really good at that. But it's in barely any ways an assassin game, which is one of the major issues with it. And I think they could have headed this off at the pass and set the Creed franchise up so much better if they changed it to a Creed franchise and splintered off into different things. Skull and Bones, the complete failure game that is now, I believe, delayed inevitably, at least for now, that could have been Pirates Creed 2, and it could have been an enhancement into the ship combat and focusing more on that, because that's what a lot of people loved about Black Flag. And it could have continued that, and it might have helped the fact that Skull and Bones kind of flopped completely. Now I don't even remember. I don't even remember if Skull and Bones is out or not out or whatever, because anyway. But having the background of the Creed franchise lending itself into Skull and Bones, Pirates Creed 2, I think that would have helped it out a ton with its marketing and its overall reception. Not to mention, of course, I would be remiss to miss mentioning the fact that the Desmond story arc, going away from that arc, the arc alone, but then going away from that type of storytelling and that type of narrative as an underlying story for the Assassin's Creed franchise, the fact that they deviated from that was probably way more of what started killing it more than anything else. They're trying to bring it back. I forget the character's name that you go back and that you go to modern times in the RPG trilogy. But they tried to bring it back, but it absolutely did not have any of the same weight or intrigue or depth that Desmond's storyline did. Not to mention the fact that they were building up something that I said playing the very first Assassin's Creed game. One of the things that I was like, Assassin's Creed Mirage tried it, but it was mid. That sucks. From what I understand, Mirage was kind of mid anyway. That's one that I want to go back and that would like completely miss the boat on that one at the time. So I'm going to be totally honest with you right now, Mystery. I completely forgot that Shadows even came out and was a thing. I completely forgot about it. That is hilarious. It's just another example of they could have made that like Samurai Creed or something, especially because the way that they switched, but like you have the two characters again, like Evie and I forget the brother's name, Fry from Syndicate. Jacob? Yeah, Jacob and Evie Fry. They tried to do something kind of similar with that, but they went way too harsh in both the directions. And from the people that I saw playing it, they just wanted to play as the samurai because that gameplay was fun and interesting, and no one really wanted to play as the ninja. Which is just... They could have split those into different games and made each one focus and streamlined and a whole lot better on doing the thing that it was designed to do. Excuse me. Rather than trying to split the focus of a single game into two very different directions. Ugh. Yeah, I completely forgot that even came out. That is hilarious to me. Back to my previous point. I was playing through the first one, and as I was playing through the first one, I was like, they need to make an Assassin's Creed game where you're playing in the modern times, or at least the modern times of the game, or the future, or whatever else. And it's 2-hour credits, yeah. Because the environment, the world that you're inhabiting, that Desmond is inhabiting, where the Animus exists, where other kind of tech similar to that exists, where they're like Abstergo. They could have done so much more with Abstergo, but then I'm pretty sure Black Flag, they just made it like they just go into work. It's a regular 9-to-5 kind of company, which I'm sure is what its cover and everything. But I was so looking forward to like doing more in that world too, and uncovering more and tying it back to the actions that you took in the regular part of the game in the past, in the Ancestors timeline. And they even had, like, in 2 and the Ezio era, they had the time where you would play as Desmond, and there was the bleed effect of the Animus starting to give your body your ancestors' memories and abilities. So there was this whole thing of Desmond seeing different, like, phantasms from the past, but then also being able to start free running more easily and using the assassin skills and whatever else. I could probably do some Cathedral. Maybe the White Priestess and her guardian were here. Does this spark your memory at all? Let's just agree that the Ezio era was the peak of the series and leave it at that. It's very true. Very, very true. I personally still put Assassin's Creed 1 as my personal favorite because it's what sparked my interest, and it's where I I jumped in from day one. I was following the production and everything for so long and everything. So it's my personal favorite, but absolutely the Ezio era was like the storytelling, the gameplay, every single one of them, they just kept on raising the bar. It was absolutely the peak of the Assassin's Creed franchise, for sure. I had more fun with Syndicate and Unity, the London and Paris one. I had more fun with it than most people seem to. I played Unity way later, like way after launch, so I didn't have as many bugs or other issues going on, which had to have helped a ton with my experience of it. But I know the launch was abysmal, and it deserves the flack it gets for that. But they definitely came around and patched up enough so that it's a pretty decent experience, and I had a fun time going through it. And I really liked the setting and environment and the story of Syndicate also. Thought it was cool. Mindset. I don't think so. I don't think I'll be doing that. I had it on my wish list, and then it launched, and I was like, I'm gonna just take that off my wish list, because they did a great job with the trailer. But that seems to be about all that they did a decent job with, unfortunately. Yes, that is a heckin' big oof for sure. I think this is a good place to call it for today. Getting to a save point right here is very nice, very convenient and helpful. I need to check something right quick. Where? Okay, good. So we should be good for next stream on Sunday. Got to pick someone up from the airport, and so I was checking the time for that. But we should be good to go. Next stream should be Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 11 p.m. CEST start time, as per usual. And we'll be doing some more Ender Lilies and uncovering these sunken catacombs, seeing what's going on down there. Thank you to any and everyone who stopped by the stream today, whether you were here for just a little bit or hanging out with us the whole time, whether you were lurking or stopped by to chat. I very much appreciate you spending any amount of your day here with me. It's very cool of you to do so. I got nothing else. So that's it for me. Thank you again very much, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.